the Super Smash Brothers Christmas Prelude
on Cartoon Network.
Hey, you want to see some
Daddy! Hi! This video is a... what's the matter? Huh? Ah! Please stop it! This is not food! These are gifts and presents for our fans! Oh no!
Don't forget to subscribe!
I'll reintroduce myself. I am Xiaomei. I am the narrator of the story you're hearing.
But you already know that by now. Either way, this video is for our family, friends, and colleagues. So in today's episode, we'll be looking at the synopsis of the special, starting with a recap of Sailor Moon S, the movie. I'll let Reika and Noelle explain it. Are you two ready? Once upon a time, a sudden snowstorm has hit Tokyo, making the return of an ancient being named Princess Snow Kaguya. She has a chilling plan to freeze Earth, but it requires the recovery of the missing piece of her ice crystal. After falling ill due to the cold, Luna is rescued by a kind-hearted but misunderstood astronomer, Kakeru, who happens to have the remaining shard of the crystal. Called into action to protect Luna and her newfound crush, Tuxedo Mask and their team of Sailor Guardians are now the only hope of avoiding an eternal winter. And this is a little bit off topic, but this is a fact. Joey Wheeler and Serenity actually have a cousin named Jessie Wheeler, as seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5 Dragons. I think I'd better get that. Kaori, what's the matter? You look a little upset. Well, it's nothing. I actually just...
Religion and politics often make some people lose all perspective and give way to ranting and raving and carrying on like emotional children.
Yeah? What's going on? Is it about those specials that we're all having to go through? Okay. Well, please make sure that we don't give up or anything, alright, Nay? Okay. So now that the synopsis of Sailor Moon S, the movie, aka a recap of it, is finished, we'll go over the specials of the holidays. So let's go! Episode 101 of My Hero Academia, aka the 13th episode of the 5th season, Have a Merry Christmas. In Deika City, attacks from an unknown source start spreading and destroying the area, and it's up for Deku and the others to save the day. And that is also when Santa Eri makes her appearance.
You can't go wrong without the classics, because honestly, we'll also be having a chance to do them. A Charlie Brown Christmas, and the rest of the Charlie Brown Christmas specials will also be on hand. To be honest, Charlie Brown is confused about the commercialism of Christmas on the true meaning of it, as if it lost the true meaning from how commercial it is. And the other Christmas specials that Charlie Brown had. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys, a CGI direct-to-video movie, will also be on hand. And it's a sequel to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And Frosty's Winter Wonderland, it is a sequel to Rankin Bass's Christmas special, Frosty the Snowman, in 1976, narrated by Andy Griffith. Natalie's mother is going to be very proud because she's been watching a lot of Andy Griffith during her moments as she was busy. And since Jules Bass recently passed away this year, we may have to dedicate this review to Arthur Rankin and Jules Bass and Andy Griffith, so may their souls rest in peace. I know it's my turn, and to be honest, it's actually important because DreamWorks has also had some Christmas specials that we plan on reviewing. Shrek the Halls would most likely focus on Shrek, who is eventually having his first Christmas with his family and friends. And it takes place after Shrek the Third. And let's not forget Trolls Holiday and Trolls Holiday in Harmony. They are both follow-ups to Trolls and Trolls World Tour. And as for How to Train Your Dragon, they had a Christmas special, Gift of the Night Fury. It is a direct continuation of the plot from the first How to Train Your Dragon film, and it's set in winter during the Viking celebration of Snuggletog. And it's actually quite fantastic if you have seen the first How to Train Your Dragon movie. It's a really good masterpiece after all.
Even Disney and Marvel actually had a very great fantastic specials. Spider-Man actually had two of them actually. Nightmare on Christmas. So Spider-Man sees what the world would be like without him when Nightmare takes on him on a journey of the past, present, and future. And on Christmas Eve, while house-sitting, Spider-Man must team up with the half-crazed Moon Knight to defend the house with a new Mysterio. And it's actually interesting if Mickey Mouse actually had his own specials, and they were Mickey's Magical Christmas, Snowed In at the House of Mouse. And the events of the film takes place partway through the second season of the House of Mouse. And the first series Christmas episode, Pete's Christmas Caper, Minnie announces the crew, instead of the usual gift exchange, you're doing something else with the Christmas spirit this year. And Clarabelle's Christmas list has Clarabelle presenting the Main Street Yuletide gossip. And she's very busy with it as well. And to be honest, there's a few more other Disney specials that even had their own. And they are most likely Phineas and Ferb's Christmas Vacation, turning the city of Danville into a giant thank you card for Santa Claus because they feel nobody ever thanks him for all the joy he brings to the world. And as for Doofenshmirtz, he uses a device called the Naughty Nator to put the whole entire city of Danville on Santa's naughty list. As for the present, it is the 43rd episode of the Big Hero 6 series. When Hero finds a present in his closet, he assumes it's from Aunt Cass and he takes it in order to figure out what it is. And as for Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, Brandy realizes it's getting close to Christmas, so in an attempt to try to get back home, she spreads the word of Christmas to Amazon. And a lot of things just get very complicated on that note. And Cartoon Network even had fantastic specials. To be honest, the classic Cartoon Network actually is the most memorable. So for Adventure Time, Holly Jolly Secrets, Finn and Jake tried to decipher the hidden secrets of the Ice King's video diary. Regular Show, the groundskeepers must destroy a present built by one of Santa's elves that could mark the end of Christmas forever. And as for Christmas in Space, the groundskeepers celebrate their first Christmas in space by opening presents, eating peppermint bark, and telling Christmas stories. And for Camp Kringle, it is the Christmas special of Camp Laszlo. And as for Merry Christmas, it is a special for Ben 10. Hey, it's Nishmas. It is the Chowder Christmas special. So Chowder hatches a plan to save Mung's dignity after he hits rock bottom and is forced to buy a dish for them to dive in order to ensure everyone has a Merry Nishmas. For the class of 3000, Lil D enters a contest to win an Extra, a popular gaming console. For Operation Ninnies Against Undue Greatest Holiday this year, from Kids Next Door is the first episode of Season 5, and it's the last episode that aired in 2005. And as for Ed, Edd n Eddy's Jingle Jingle Jangle, it's the most hilarious Cartoon Network Christmas special by far. And we couldn't forget my favorite, Billy and Mandy Save Christmas. It was when Billy drags Grin and Mandy to see Santa Claus at the Evansville Mall. When they get there, it was Mr. Scar instead. Mandy tells Billy that there really isn't any Santa, or is there? And as for Johnny Bravo, Johnny forgets to send a letter to Santa Claus and he must reach the North Pole before Christmas. And the Justice League assemble a machine to prevent a collision of an ice world with Earth. For low tidings from the marvelous misadventures of Flapjack. Knuckles, Flapjack, and Bubby are planning to flee as Low Tide's Day approaches. Ho 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 no! It is the Christmas season and the Totally Spies do not get a vacation. So their latest mission is to investigate an unidentified flying object right above Beverly Hills, and it's proven to be a very dangerous, difficult task, to say the least. And as for Batman, he's had specials of his own. Christmas with the Joker is one of them, as well as Holiday Nights, and Invasion of the Secret Santas. And even Freakazoid had some too. The Chip Part 1 and In Arm's Way. And Bah Humduck, a Looney Tunes Christmas, is a retelling of the Christmas Carol, in its Looney Tunes style flavor. The Banks of Delaware River is from Hysteria and is a Christmas-themed sketch of the series run, and it was the only Christmas-themed sketch. Even Animaniacs actually had some specials of Christmas of their own. Even Pinky and the Brain. And for Lucha Lucha, the match before Christmas, it is when the luchadors must rescue Santa Claus from the clutches of evil Santa. And for Frozen Out, in Static Shock, it depicts over the permafrost. And as for No Time for Christmas, it is the season finale of Tasmania's 3rd season, and no one is excited on Christmas Eve about it than Taz himself. And as for Ho Ho Horrors, it was the 22nd episode of Tom and Jerry Tales, and Tom and Jerry even had a retelling of the Nutcracker in their own film for the Tom and Jerry Nutcracker. And there's even the Tiny Toon Adventures Christmas special, which is the final episode of the series itself. And it happened one night before Christmas. It's the first episode of Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries. And it's the 10th episode of the 3rd season. Actually, it is the first Christmas episode, to be honest. Well, Christmas in July, the Baby Looney Tunes pretend it's Christmas in the hopes of giving baby Lola the toy stethoscope that she wants the most. And for the Looney Tunes show, A Christmas Carol, 'Tis the Seasoning, Bugs Bunny's 24-Karat Christmas Special, and Bugs Bunny's Christmas Special, and Winter Blunderland, it all focuses on Bugs Bunny, because he is the host of it. And for A Scooby-Doo Christmas, it is the 10th episode of the 1st season of What's New Scooby-Doo. Johnny's Holiday Light Fright is the 12th and final episode of the 7th season of Johnny Test, the 2021 version. And Hugh is dismayed that a neighbor across the street gets all the attention from a passerby wanting to see his decorations. Does he really need will he ever get the attention that he needs? And as a jolly JT Christmas, that little long kidnaps Santa Claus on Christmas Eve and attempts to drain his good teeth. Santa's elves ask Uncle for help. Can Uncle save the day before time runs out? Even Nickelodeon had its own specials. And before we even get to the superstars, we'll get on with the main Nicktoons that had their own specials. For starters, SpongeBob actually had countless ones, such as the first one, Christmas Who. After not knowing what Christmas is, Sandy tells SpongeBob about the holidays traditions, and the latter spreads it around Bikini Bottom to celebrate their first Christmas. And it's a SpongeBob Christmas. Plankton puts everybody in Bikini Bottom on Santa's naughty list in order to get his Christmas wish. Doesn't that sound familiar to you, Doofenshmirtz?
And as for SpongeBob's Road to Christmas, SpongeBob and Patrick traveled to the North Pole to give Santa a present because he hasn't even had one for himself. And as for the Patrick Star Show, Patrick travels through time to find the last-minute Christmas gifts for his family. For Top Puppy, A Dim Christmas, it is most likely action-packed. For Hey Arnold, Arnold's Christmas, when Arnold receives Mr. Huin's name in the boarding house annual Secret Santa draw, he decides to make it the most special Christmas ever for the lonely boarder and tries to reunite Mr. Huin with his long-lost daughter. And as for Holly Jolly Jimmy, the Christmas episode is the Christmas special of Season 2 of The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. Chalk Zone, when Santas collide, when Rudy doesn't find the colored pens he wants under the family's Christmas tree during an argument with his parents, he skips the family Yuletide celebration and goes into the Chalk Zone Holiday Festival where he accidentally endangers the Christmas festivities. And as for A Robot of All Seasons, it's the only Christmas special in my life as a teenage robot. And during Christmas time, Jenny meets a child named Todd Sweeney, a spoiled brat who acts like a poor do-gooder because he only wanted to get things his way. For Ren and Stimpy, a scooter for Yakmas. Stimpy actually desires to long for a scooter that he wants, much to Ren's wishes against it. Rocco's Modern Christmas is a special of Rocco's Modern Life, and it's going to be plenty of fun when we review it. And we couldn't forget Angry Beaver's gift horse. When Daggett receives an air refreshener while Norbert receives a Paul Bunyan train set, jealousy emerges from Daggett. And as for Cat Dog, they've had their own Christmas special, and Cat Dog must bring back Christmas after its cancellation. Invader Zim, the most horrible Christmas ever. We'll be able to review that together, because honestly, it really deserves it. Oh, I guess it's my turn now. Okay, so several anime series actually had their own Christmas specials, such as Shugokata, A Sad Christmas Eve, and Lulu's Flawless Christmas. And Pretty Cure actually had fantastic Christmas series as well. For episodes, I was saying. For Pretty Cure, they eventually have A Holiday Visitor, Pretty Cure Max Heart. It is when Natalie is invited to the amusement park with Hannah. And as for Pretty Cure Splash Star Cake, Cyrus, and Christmas, Sarah is heartbroken after her plans to give Cyrus a cake goes up in flames when he brings a girl home from school with him. And as for Nicole and Coco's Christmas Vow, both Nicole and Coco agonize over knowing that they will have to separate from one another in an attempt to ignore their depressions as Christmas approaches. And for Yes Pretty Cure 5 Go Go, deliver them everyone's presents. The girls play Santa after someone gives them a large list of names and gift bags. And this time they try to find the owner of both items. Fresh Pretty Cure. During Christmas, the girls spend time with their families. Distracted over Chiffon, they decided to reveal their identities. As Marley would put it in simpler terms.
わかった。そうしよう。
This leads to the other series of Pretty Cure. For Heartcatch, a little girl wishes to meet the Heartcatch Pretty Cure team. And as for Sweet Pretty Cure, the girls grow curious as the holiday approaches and they wonder why the Melody of Sorrow hasn't even sung yet. For Smile Pretty Cure, it's the gift of friendship. Emily thinks about her childhood friend from the past. And as for Doki Doki Pretty Cure, Maya is called away on student council duty as Christmas approaches, unaware of it being a trap to weaken her friends. Happy Discharge Pretty Cure. The girls go on a shopping trip as Christmas approaches. And as for Gold Princess Pretty Cure, with her true dream decided, Miranda now has to face telling her parents that she wants to be a marine doctor in her future. For Magician Girls Pretty Cure, it's Christmas time, and the girls pay a visit to Santa's workshop, but later find out they visit Isaac. and Isaac will be helping everyone out. And someone suggests that the Cures throw a huge party at Kira Kira Patisserie to celebrate the holiday in shiny Pretty Cure a la mode. For Star Twinkle Pretty Cure, on Christmas Eve, a sled-like spaceship crash lands in Mihoshi Town, and Bailey and the others will help Santa deliver presents. And as for Hug Hug Pretty Cure or Haguto Pretty Cure, the Christmas episode has Santa coming with an illness, and it's up for the girls to save Christmas and to save the day. For Digimon, things take on a festive mood as Christmas approaches, and the Digi-Destined are no exception. And their holiday cheer is put on hold as the new dilemma presents itself. For Dramon Power, trouble continues to mount as Digimon start appearing all over the world, so Jedi shows up in the Digi-Destined's hour of need, with a promising solution to their problem. Even in the Digimon World Tour, the Digi-Destined are set off on their world-saving mission. And it's a pretty intense mission, to be honest. And for our series, Mermaid Melody, Peachy Peachy Peach, Lucia and Kaito have a romantic winter wonderland date for this perfect time of year, Christmas. Even some video games had some Christmas-like collaborations. Higurashi no Naku Kororime is one of them. And, to be honest, Team Fortress 2 actually had their own Christmas update, Smissmas. And My Little Pony Friendship is Magic actually had their own holiday special, the best gift ever. And, let's not forget Pokemon. They had their own special, Holiday Hijinks, and, most importantly, Pikachu's Winter Vacation, which is considered to be a mini-movie of Pikachu spending his winter vacation with the rest of Ash Ketchum's Pokemon. During Christmas night, Kanga Games, Winter Games, Statler's Little Helpers, Snorlax Snowman, and Delibirds Dilemma. Okay, so we went over the specials, and we actually did some research here and there. And here are the specials that we plan on reviewing since there's 25 days of Christmas. And, to be honest, here are the specials that we plan to review. 1. Card Captors. 2. Hamtaro. 3. Pokemon the Series, The Beginning. 4. Tokyo Mew Mew. 5. Ed Edd n Eddy. 6. Pinky and the Brain. 7. My Little Pony, Best Gift Ever. 8. Angry Beavers. 9. Cat Dog. 10. Shigokata. 11. Ren and Stimpy. 12. Digimon. 13. Mermaid Melody Pitchy Pitchy Pitch Pure. 14. My Hero Academia. 15. Rocco's Modern Life. 16. Shrek the Halls. 17. Higurashi no Naku Kororime. 18. Team Fortress 2. 19. Regular Show. 20. SpongeBob. 21. Bah Humduck. 22. Pikachu's Winter Vacation. 23. Invader Zim. 24. The Powerpuff Girls. And 25. How Good Dope Pretty Cure.
I'll be returning to my storyteller role now. I hope you have a good day, everyone.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. What do you think? If you appreciate it, please be sure to super smash that like button. And be sure to follow my social media platforms in the description below and Team Live Light's fandom channels. Please be sure to leave a comment below and please give us your open-minded thoughts, because we here at Team Life Light's fandoms do not condone harassment, violence, or trolls allowed, or otherwise, Ren Hoek from Comedy Central's The Ren and Stimpy Show will haunt you down till the ends of the Shadow Realm. Please be sure to subscribe to our videos and click the notification bell. You'll never miss a video the second it goes live on YouTube and Google. With that being said, thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Final results.